Hey, what's up? In this video, I want to give you some business principles that I feel are really good that could help you out. Now, before I begin, down below there's a link in that description. If you do click on it, there's actually training on what I believe to be the most important part of marketing a product or service online. Okay, now let me give you a quick background about myself. I've been in sales for a really long time. Before playing with the internet, I was doing door to door. I did telephone sales for a very long time. I was even in the very early days, I was write articles on easing articles, and I would put an affiliate link at the very bottom. That was a long, long time ago. Things have changed on the internet a lot. Now, the thing with me is, well, then I started going into YouTube, and had a couple of years ago, I had a very successful YouTube channel. I had over 2 million views. Excuse me, over 2 million views total on all my videos, which I think is pretty damn good. But there was a problem. The problem was I really struggled at the part of converting that attention into a sale and what to do after that first sale, because there's a lot of money that you can make after that first sale if you know what you're doing. Okay. Um, so that's where I really struggle with. So the most important principle number one is to learn the right skill set for what you're doing. Like, for example, if you're doing phone sales, Jordan Belford, they made that movie Wolf of Wall Street about him. He's really, really good. Learn his system, okay? It works with phone sales. It probably works with face-to-face sales, and apply it. Now, internet's a different beast. Internet is, I would say, more challenging. So you gotta learn from people who are really good with internet marketing, and how to convert. And I've looked around, and the best place I've seen that I'm confident they can help you is by clicking that link below. Okay, can help you a ton in whatever business that you want to go into and marketing it. That, all right. So that's the first principle. Uh, because the reality is, and you already know this, nothing happens without a sale, man. It doesn't matter how many views you get, likes, subscribers, followers, whatever. That don't mean shit. People are proud. Like even me. Oh, I got over 2 million views on my last channel. That don't mean nothing, man. You know, I mean, it's a part of the equation, but there's a lot more to it. It's the tip of the iceberg, really. The second principle, and this kind of goes back into sales, it's a really good one. I like it a lot, is don't teach pigs to talk because you frustrate yourself and you confuse the pig. And what that means is you don't want to sell to the unsellable. It's a big, big mistake. We all make it in life, stuff like that. There's a great line part of that movie, Wolf of Wall Street, right? Where he's like, sell me this pen. And he had this person go in there and go, oh, it writes upside down. It does this, and trying to sell these features. And then he was like, well, if you buy a day, I'll drop the price down, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, bottom line was the guy was not even in the market for a pen. It doesn't matter. I mean, the first thing you should probably ask him questions in the prospecting part, like, well, are you in the market for a pen? Or whatever. And it's like, guy's like, no, well, okay, well, let's not talk about pens then. Have a nice day. It's just, what's the point? You're just wasting your energy and time and the other person's time and energy, right? All right. Now, the third principle, which I really like, is nothing really matters in business if you really think about it. Um, it's like 99% of the crap doesn't matter. It just doesn't. Uh, i- you're gonna have bad days in business. We all do, like me. And the reality is, you got your family, you got your health. So don't take shit so personal when shit goes south, because it's gonna happen a lot. Uh, and that's just a good thing that I think about a lot of these micro failures. Like my Facebook account was shut down a while back ago. It's probably like the fourth one because I'm trying different things. It's like micro failures for macro success. You learning what works by learning what doesn't work. It's called like inverting. Uh, so that's another really good principle which I want to share with you, which I do my best to apply in my own life. Number four is focus on bringing value to the customer as much as possible. Uh, it's I gotta constantly remind myself of this too, but I realized this when I was selling cars. The more I focus on the customer, giving the customer what they wanted, the more I got what I wanted in return as well. So it's a good philosophy. Uh, you know, Gary Vee's a hugely successful marketer online. He has this whole book called Jab, 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 Right Hook, and it means give, 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 then ask. Uh, so it's a good philosophy. There's another story about this Indian, um, and he was like a priest, and they threw him out in the streets, and he had to figure out how to make way to make money and eat, with nothing, which is very tough in India. India has a lot of people. Actually, been through all of northern India, and there's a lot of poverty, and there's lots of wealth too. India stands for I'll never do it again. It's a joke. But anyways, he was thrown out on the streets. He had no money. So instead of begging and asking people for stuff, which a lot of people do, he helped old ladies with their groceries, helped old ladies cross the street, helped people with their groceries. He focused on the giving part. And then in return, he got food, he got a little bit of money, stuff like that. So it's a whole psychology shift rather than just going, hey, man, can I have some money? Because people are like, gosh, and even if you do, it's like, I don't know. You probably will make more. I think if you just give more than you ask. I think so. Uh, yeah. Now, principle 5, which is another one I've been thinking about lately a lot, is to go on the offense in life. Okay, what this means is the biggest problem that even me I'm trying to get over. A lot of people is overthinking things, pondering, debating, being wishy-washy. You're not gonna get anything if you're that way. Okay. Uh, so, offense is really doing things and failing up and picking yourself up quickly and going back out there. Uh, yeah, that's just messing up a lot. Risk whatever you can as long as it doesn't put you out of business. If you don't have a lot of money, then you have to risk your time a lot. That's your resource you have. So employ the resources that you can most afford to lose. It's a really good idea. Don't risk more than you can lose, really. Don't put yourself out of business with it too. So that's number 5. Number 6 is to enjoy the process and think long term of things. Okay, uh, I'm a human being just like you. My attention span is not as long as it used to be. We're all getting shorter attention spans, and that really is the asset. Uh, and that's why I think of I do a lot of work, but I also take a lot of breaks too, and I pace myself because you have to really enjoy the process because you're going to be at it for a while. And I can only do so much work before my brain just fries out. So that's why it's important to give yourself a lot of little breaks and celebrate every little win along the way because it's a long-term process. Patience in the long term. In the micro, in the short term, you want to be, you want speed, but in the long term, patience. Uh, and of course, principle 7, who could forget you want to sharpen the saw, before you cut down the tree. That means learning because the world's always changing, things are adapting. Of course, you can learn from other people, and you can learn from yourself and your own experience and learning what doesn't work by doing things and going, okay, that doesn't work. Try something different. Okay. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. You can share it as well. If you are interested in marketing a product, a service, or idea online, no matter what that is, one of the most valuable skills you can learn is by clicking that link below. I highly encourage you to check it out. I wish I would have knew about it a whole lot earlier. Okay. Anyways, I wish you the best. Take care and bye.